Welcome to Easy to Love Yoga with Shanna. I'm so glad you've joined me for today's practice. So today we're going to do chair yoga using a yoga strap. If you don't have a yoga strap, you can use a men's necktie as well. This class today is going to focus on a calming balance for the body, a nice full body stretch, nothing too strenuous. So let's begin. Let's come seated forward in the chair. Just our glutes on the chair, hamstrings off the chair, allowing you to have that 90-degree bend at the knees and feet flat on the floor. Lengthening the spine now, thinking about a nice tall posture. And just take a moment here and close your eyes. We'll bring our awareness to our breath for a moment as we notice. As we inhale, the chest rises and then the belly rises. And as you exhale, the belly falls and then the chest falls. Notice your breath for the next 5 rounds of breath. Bring your awareness now to the crown of your head, and let's begin a scan of our body from the crown of our head to our toes. Noticing the sensations in your body today, how you're feeling, and also what your energy is like before we begin this practice. Completing the scan of your body and bringing your awareness once again to your breath, still breathing deeply here. Let's keep the shoulders relaxed and eyes closed as we lower the right ear towards the right shoulder, gently stretching out the left side of the neck. One more breath. Return the head to center, and this time left ear towards left shoulder, gently stretching out the right side of the neck. One more breath. Return to center, keeping the eyes closed and shoulders relaxed. Let's lift our chin as if we were looking up at the ceiling, stretching the front of the neck. One more breath. Return to center, and this time draw the chin in towards chest, stretching the back of the neck. Keeping our head in this position, let's roll our head across the front of the body towards the right shoulder, and then slowly across the back, keeping the shoulders relaxed and controlling the head. Again, across the front, across the back, and this time pausing when you reach the right shoulder as you come across the front. Let's change directions now. Roll across the front to the left. Again, across the back, shoulders relaxed. Across the front. Last time across the back. And across the front one more time, this time pausing at the left shoulder. And allow your head to come back to center and gently lift the head and open the eyes. Let's roll the shoulders to the back of the room, noticing if there's any tension in the shoulders that you can release. And then roll the shoulders to the front of the room. Beautiful. Now let's roll out our wrists, a little bit of functional movement here. Let's change directions, roll the other way. Beautiful. One more roll. Let's bring our hands together at heart center. Let's lock those elbows into the body. Interlace your fingers and make a really tight fist with the hands. Now we're going to rotate in one direction, keeping those elbows locked into the body. So we isolate the movement in the hands, wrists, and forearms only. Let's do 2 more in this direction. And let's pause at center and change directions, rolling the opposite way. And let's do 2 more. And let's pause at center and shake out lightly. Beautiful job. Now we're going to grab the chair with the right hand. We're going to take that left hand directly overhead as if we're trying to touch the ceiling, feeling the rib cage lifting, the side body, getting that nice stretch. And let's come into a tiny side bend. We're going to hold for 4 breaths, looking up to the ceiling. Let's reach overhead once again. And now the hand in the sky will grab the chair, and that opposite hand will reach for the ceiling, really stretching here. Slowly coming into that side bend as we look up for 4 breaths. Once again, reaching for the ceiling, and now we're going to flow into those side bends. We're going to do 8 singles, taking your time, coming into that side bend, looking up through the fingers each time you come over. Perhaps you like to take that side bend a little deeper each time. Just do what feels good for you today. Last 2. Beautiful. Sitting nice and tall once again. We're going to introduce a nice twist. So we're going to start with those palms shining towards each other in front of the body. And we're going to do alternate sides. So we're going to start with the left side. As we exhale, have that left hand travel behind you as you follow with your gaze, introducing a gentle twist. Bring the hand as far back as you can. And then inhale to draw it forward. Beautiful. Exhale, right hand travels. Follow with your gaze. Take it as far back as you can. Inhale forward. Exhale left. Inhale forward. Exhale right. Inhale forward. Beautiful job. Let's lower our hands to our legs. Now we're going to take the left hand to the right knee, right hand behind you on the chair. Sit nice and tall. Now exhale, twist, look over your shoulder. Hold for 8 rounds of breath. Noticing those muscles tighten up and resist as we first move into this twist. Just keep breathing deeply. Allow them time to relax. One more breath here. Let's gently unwind, coming back to our starting position. Beautiful job. This time, right hand to left knee, left hand behind you on the chair. Sit tall, and on your next exhale, twist, look over your shoulder, hold for 8 breaths. And just notice in your own body, is one side a little tighter than the other, or are they both about the same? Just notice. Beautiful. Come seated forward once again. Now we're going to take that yoga strap off of our shoulders. We're going to hold it wider than hip width apart. And we're going to do some cow and cat breath using the strap. So we're going to start with that strap down by our knees. On your next inhale, let's inhale to cow. As we lift our gaze, lift the strap and allow the belly to come forward for cow. And on your exhale, lower the strap to your knees, arch your back to the back of the chair for cat. Inhale for cow. Looking up, belly forward. Exhale for cat, looking down, arching the back. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. And we're going to add to this now. As we inhale to cow, let's lift the left foot off the floor. And as we inhale to cat, let's place it down. Inhale to cow, right foot lifts. Exhale to cat, place it down. Inhale to cow, left foot. Exhale, place it down. Inhale to cow, right foot. Exhale, place it down. One more set. Inhale to cow, left foot. Exhale, place it down. Inhale to cow, right foot. Exhale to cat, place it down. Beautiful. Sit nice and tall here. Now we're going to sit all the way back in the chair for this next stretch. We're going to take that strap wider than hip width apart. We're going to be working on upper back and shoulders and actually lower that strap behind our body. So if this is your range of motion and you can't go any further, just hold here. Remember, we have a tiny bend at the elbows, but we don't want to be bending our elbows a lot and struggling here. So the wider the grip on the strap, the better. Let's take that strap down by our knees. Inhale that strap up. Exhale that strap behind you to the seat. Inhale up. Exhale to your knees. Inhale up. Exhale to the seat. Inhale up. Exhale to the knees. Inhale up. Exhale to your seats. Inhale up. Exhale to your knees. Here's our change. Inhale up, and this time a 10 count down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10 count up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful job. Let's lower that strap. Let's come seated forward in the chair once again. So just our glutes are on the chair, hamstrings off the chair, 90-degree bend at the knees. Allow that strap just to rest on your lap here. I'm going to do a little bit for the shoulders. I'm going to start with our hand, palm just facing in towards the body, down beside our left side. We're going to follow the hand with our gaze as we gently allow it to rise up, rotating, bringing that hand behind you, still following with your gaze. Bringing it up in front again, follow with your gaze. Rotate, bring it behind. Taking it up, rotate, behind. Let's do one more on this side. Take it up, rotate, take it behind. Beautiful, and let's place that hand on your lap. Let's start with the right side now, palm shining in towards the body. Let's lift that arm up as we follow with our gaze. Rotate, take it behind. Inhale, rotate, take it behind. Take it up, rotate, exhale behind. And again, inhale up, rotate, and exhale behind. Beautiful job. Now just a little bit more for the upper body. So we're just going to start with our palms shining towards each other. It's a variation of cow and cat. So think about as we inhale to cow, we are expanding the body, lifting the chest, drawing those shoulder blades together behind us. And as we exhale, still doing that cat movement, arching the back as we bring the hands together. Let's inhale and expand, lift the chest, shoulder blades together. Exhale and arch. Inhale and expand. Exhale and arch. One more time. Let's inhale and expand. And exhale and arch. Beautiful job. Now reaching for that strap on your legs. We're going to take the strap around the sole of the left foot. We're going to have one end of the strap in each hand. I want you to think about sitting nice and tall in the chair, just on the glutes, so the legs have lots of room to move. We're going to pick up the leg, always keeping a tiny bend at the knee. We're simply going to contract the heel to the seat and extend back out, still with that bend at the knee. Contract and extend. And as we do this, I want you to think about a tall posture. So we're not using the backrest. We're seated forward in the chair. We're engaging the muscles in the abdominals and low back. Let's do two more. And then the next extension, let's hold there. Keep that bend in the knee. Bring both ends of the strap into the left hand so your right hand can grab the chair to assist with posture. We're going to extend to the side and we're going to hold here. This is our inner thigh and groin stretch, but we're going to feel the quads engaging here, holding our leg up against gravity. Again, think about that tall posture. Try not to lean in one direction or to the back of your chair. Sit nice and tall, lengthening the spine. Let's add a little bit of movement now. Let's draw the foot forward and out to the side, keeping the center line of the body nice and still. So just the foot in the strap and the arm holding the strap are doing the movement. So the leg and the arm on that side. Let's do one more. And the next time we draw that foot forward, we're going to come into a figure four, and there's four options. Option one, which is the toughest, is to grab that strap and bring the foot across the knee bent at 90 degrees. Option two is that foot on the floor can come more forward. Option three is you can drop the heel below the knee and hold the strap at the ankle. And option four is you can simply cross your ankles and hold the strap at the knee. So 4, 3, 2, or 1. Choose your option. Keep that top foot flexed to protect the bent knee, and let's exhale and lower towards the body. You're looking for a stretching sensation in the hip, and as soon as you feel it, stop there. No need to go beyond. Always be gentle with yourself. Breathing deeply. We're going to stay here for a little bit. Allow the stretch to work its magic. Most of us have very tight hips. We spend a lot of time seated. Just breathe. Notice the sensation in your body as you're doing this stretch. Still breathing deeply. Let's say 2 more breaths. Beautiful job. You can slowly rise up, strap into both hands. Let's bring that foot to the ground. And we're going to change the foot in the strap. So now the right foot is in the strap. One end of the strap in each hand. Once again, we're going to lift up that right leg, keep a slight bend in the knee. Sitting tall, let's contract and extend. So remember, we're not leaning forward or to the sides or even into the backrest of the chair. Sitting nice and tall. Let's do one more, and on your next extension, hold there. Keep that knee slightly bent. Both ends of the strap into the same hand, so your left hand can now grab the chair and help with posture. Let's extend that right leg out to the side, knee is slightly bent. This is the inner thigh and groin stretch, and again, you're going to notice those quads engaged there as well. So thinking about that tall posture, so please don't lean to one side or don't lean backwards. Sit nice and tall, lengthen the spine. Now let's add a little bit of movement, drawing the leg to the front and back out to the side. Remember, just the right leg and the right hand are doing the movement, so the center line of the body and the left side of the body are quite still. Let's do one more, and on your next time you bring your foot forward, pause there, moving into figure 4. So remember, level 1, 2, 3, or 4. Choose your option, 4, 3, 2, or 1. Keep the top foot flexed, and let's exhale and lower towards the legs, looking for that stretching sensation in the hip and stopping as soon as you feel it. Take a moment and notice in your own body right now, is this side tighter than the other, or is it about the same? It's just interesting to notice what's going on in our bodies. Remember, breathing deeply here. I'm going to stay here for a little bit. Let's stay here for 2 more breaths. Slowly rise up. Strap into both hands. Allow that foot to come to the ground, and we're just going to set that strap across our legs for a moment here. We're going to grab the chair with both hands. Let's pick up one foot. We're going to begin rolling out the ankle in one direction. Taking your time here, taking a look at your foot, and make sure it's a nice circular movement that you're making. Let's change directions now. And if it's not a circular motion, you could be losing some range of motion here. So this is something you can practice anytime you're sitting at a table or at your desk or watching TV. Let's change that now into a point for 2, and then a flex. A point, a flex. Let's do 2 more. Point, flex. Last one. Point and flex. Let's sit that foot down. Let's start the other side. Rolling up the ankle in one direction. Again, take a look at your foot. Is it a nice circular motion that you're making? Let's change directions now. Rolling the other way. And again, take a look. Is it a circle? Sometimes one side is better than the other. Sometimes it's one direction. So let's turn that now into a point for 2 and a flex. A point, flex, point, flex, and one last time. Point and flex, and let's set that foot down. Now we're just going to work a little bit on some of the muscles in the feet. So we're simply going to take our toes and bring them in towards each other, back to center, and then away from each other. Center in, center out, center in, center out. Keep moving. So we're thumping those toes down as we change the direction that they're pointing. Center in, center out. Center in, center out, center in, center out. Let's do 3 more sets. Last set. Beautiful job. Now sit back just a tiny bit more in the chair. Bring those feet a little bit closer to you, because now we're going to be lifting the heels and doing the same thing with the heels touching down to the ground. So it's going to be center in, center out, center in, center out, center in, center out. Keep it going, tapping the heels down as you move through the range of motion. Center in, center out, center in, center out. Let's do 2 more sets. Beautiful. And just quickly shake out the legs. Good job. And we're going to take that yoga strap and we're going to bring it slightly in front of our line of sight, so we can look through that strap to the ceiling. I want you to think about a tall posture here, lengthening the spine. And on your next exhale, let's gently twist to the right as we look through the strap upwards. Inhale to center. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center, and hold. Now widen the grip on that strap, but still keep that strap tight. We're going to do the same thing. On your next exhale, gently twist right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center, and hold. Now we're going to introduce a dip to the side. So on your next exhale, the right hand drops and the left hand comes overhead, looking up. Inhale, center. Exhale, change sides, look up. Inhale, center. Exhale. Inhale, center. Exhale. Inhale, center, and hold. Let's lower that strap. Let's roll those shoulders to the back of the room once again. Changing directions, rolling them to the front of the room. Beautiful job. Now you can just take that yoga strap and just lay it down on your mat. We're going to take our hands to our hips now. We're going to do a nice rotation of the hips, making a circle. So really pay attention and notice if there's any tension or stress in your low back or your hips that you notice as you move through this range of motion. Try to let some of that tension go. Let's do one more in this direction. And then we're going to pause at center. And now let's do the same thing in the opposite direction, doing that nice rotation. Release any tension. Let's do one more full rotation. And we're going to pause at center. Allow your hands to come down to your sides with the palms shining forward. Let's inhale, bring those hands overhead. And as we exhale, press away from the body. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press. And here's our change. This time, inhale, lift. Allow the palms to come together. And then I'd like you to lower them to heart center. Nice tall posture here. Let's close our eyes. Bring your awareness to your breath for a moment. Notice that you're still breathing deeply. Let's bring our awareness now to the crown of our head and begin a scan of our body from the crown of our head down to our toes. Just noticing the sensations in your body and your energy level after this practice today. How are you feeling? Bring awareness, but not self-judgment. Completing the scan of your body and bringing your awareness again to your breath for a moment. I'd like to thank all of you for spending your time in this mindful movement. A little bit of self-care goes a really long way in your everyday life. Namaste. Thank you so much for participating in this class, and I hope to see you again next time. And don't forget, subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already, so you won't miss any of my new releases. Thank you so much.